Thousands of years ago, a man walked among kings and servants, but he was no ordinary man. He possessed something that no one else had: divine wisdom and unimaginable wealth. His name? Solomon. It is said that his fortune was so vast that the gold in his temples shone brighter than the sun. People from distant lands brought tributes just to hear his words, and his teachings traveled through time, crossing generations. But what few know is that Solomon did not accumulate such wealth by chance. He knew hidden secrets, codes that connect man to prosperity, to gold, and to abundance. These codes were not written for nothing. They were left as clues, like a map for those seeking true wealth. Imagine discovering these secrets today. Imagine being able to transform your financial struggles into eternal prosperity. Solomon's words are not just beautiful phrases. They are the key that opens the doors to a life of abundance, a life where money works for you, where the days of scarcity become a distant memory. But beware, Solomon's codes are not for the faint of heart. They are for those who are ready to act, ready to listen, and ready to prosper. If you're prepared to learn Solomon's secret codes and be rich for good, keep going. The path to true wealth begins now. Code 1. A rich mind focuses on purpose. Solomon, in all his wisdom, left a teaching that is the pillar of true prosperity. Get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Here's a profound secret that transforms lives. Wealth without purpose is fleeting, but wealth with wisdom and direction multiplies and transcends generations. Think about it. What is money but a resource? A powerful tool that without wisdom slips through your fingers like sand in the wind. How many times have you seen stories of people who won fortunes in lotteries, inheritances, or sudden businesses, and a few years later lost everything? The problem was never the money. The problem was always the lack of purpose. Solomon understood something that most ignore. Money without a why is like a ship without a compass, drifting aimlessly until it's lost. When you define a clear purpose for your money, it stops being a burden and becomes a servant. It works for you, creating opportunities, opening doors, and bringing peace. Imagine two people who earn 10,000 reais. The first spends without thinking. New clothes, expensive dinners, the latest phone. She believes money is for enjoying life. A few months later, she's in debt, seeking new loans to survive. The second person, however, has a purpose. Before touching that money, she asks herself, how can this multiply? How can I use this to build a better future? She invests part of it, learns to use another, and sets aside the rest for new opportunities. Months later, her 10,000 grows into 20,000, then 50,000. What differentiates these two people is not the money, but the wisdom and purpose with which they use it. The first secret code of Solomon teaches us, seek wisdom before wealth, and money will come as a consequence. Wisdom is understanding that money should serve a greater purpose than just the desire to spend. It is knowing that every penny can be a seed, planted in fertile soil to create abundant harvests in the future. When you ask yourself, why do I want to be rich? What is the purpose of my prosperity? You start creating a plan, and the plan is the map that takes you from scarcity to abundance. Stop for a moment now and reflect. What is your financial purpose? Why do you want more money? How will you use wealth to transform your life and the life of those around you? Write it down, define it, plan it, because as Solomon said, those with purpose never lose their way. Remember, don't chase money, chase wisdom, purpose, and understanding. Money will always follow those who know where they're going. This is Solomon's first secret code. If you apply this principle today, you will begin to see profound changes in your relationship with money. Money will no longer control you. You will be its master. And as the saying goes, money is a good servant, but a bad master. Make it your ally. Code 2. Honor what comes before you. Solomon, in all his wisdom, revealed something that many neglect today. Honor the Lord with the first fruits of all your income, and your barns will overflow. The word honor carries an invisible power. It is a key that opens doors that no one can close. But what does it mean, practically, to honor what comes before you? It means recognizing that true prosperity doesn't just come from human effort, but from a natural flow of generosity. Solomon taught us that abundance is a response to gratitude and respect for the origins of everything we receive. Imagine a farmer. When he plants his seeds and the harvest comes abundant, the first part of that harvest is set aside. It is not wasted nor consumed carelessly. It is given with gratitude as a symbol of respect and recognition for the source that allowed that result. Solomon called this the first fruits, the first and the best. And here's the secret. When you honor what comes before, whether it's God, your family, your principles, or those who helped you grow, you create a cycle of return, an abundance that always comes back, greater than when it left. Look at the example of a businessman. He starts small, with difficulties and debts. But as he grows, he decides that the first parts of his earnings will go toward something bigger than himself, helping a cause, honoring those who supported him, or investing in something he believes in. This businessman not only prospers, but he sees his wealth multiply without logical explanation. Why? Because he understood Solomon's secret. Money given with honor never gets lost. It returns like a wave, bringing blessings that money alone could never buy. Now, observe the opposite. Those who accumulate greed, keep everything to themselves, and ignore the importance of honor. What happens? They lose their peace, suffer inexplicable losses, and often see their wealth disappear like water in a leaky bucket. Solomon left us a warning. Whoever is generous will prosper. Whoever helps others will be helped. Honoring what comes before you is not just a demonstration of gratitude. It's a spiritual, emotional, and financial investment. It's recognizing that true wealth doesn't accumulate, it flows. And the more you honor what comes before, the more you receive. It's like opening a door to blessings that never stop. Stop now and reflect. Who or what have you honored with your earnings? Have you set aside your first fruits to invest in something greater than yourself? What can you do today to give back to the world what you've received? Remember, abundance is a reward for honor. When you honor, life honors you back. Code 3. Time works for the wise. Solomon left us a truth that many ignore in the modern world, where everyone wants immediate results. Everything has its time, and there is a time for every purpose under heaven. What Solomon teaches us here is simple but transformative. True wealth requires time. There are no shortcuts to building something solid and lasting. Today, we live in a world of hurry. We want instant wealth, quick success, and results within weeks. But Solomon knew that haste is the enemy of true prosperity. Solomon compared wealth to a tree. You plant the seed. Watering and caring requires patience and effort. Slowly, the roots grow in the invisible. They strengthen. Then the tree appears, small at first, but over time it grows, gives shade, fruits, and shelter. Such is prosperity. The roots are your habits, your daily decisions, your discipline. They grow before any fruit appears. If you pull the tree before its time, you will lose everything. But if you are patient, you will reap fruits that never end. Think of the people who try to get rich quickly. They enter questionable schemes, spend their savings on miraculous promises, or abandon what they started at the first difficulty. What happens? They reap only frustration and failure. Now look at the wise. They understand that time is an ally. They plant with patience, build with wisdom, and wait for the right moment to reap. Lasting wealth does not come from chance. It comes from consistency, daily work, and respect for time. Solomon knew that whoever plants today will reap tomorrow, but only if they have the patience to wait and the wisdom to continue. Today, reflect. Have you respected time, or have you been seeking shortcuts? What seeds are you planting now to reap in the future? What can you do today to build stronger roots? Remember, prosperity is not a race, it's a journey, and the wise who respect time always win. Code 4. Discipline is the bridge between dream and wealth. Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, revealed a truth that few are willing to hear. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the lazy will be put to forced labor. Discipline is the price of freedom. Many dream of wealth, wish for prosperity, but few have the courage to pay the daily price, because discipline demands renunciation, effort, and repetition. It asks you to do what is necessary, even when no one is watching. Inside each of us there are two voices. The voice of the diligent, which says, "Get up, work, do what needs to be done." And the voice of the lazy, which whispers, "Leave it for tomorrow. It doesn't need to be done now." Who you listen to today determines where you'll be tomorrow. Solomon teaches us that without discipline, wealth is just a distant dream. The lazy delay, procrastinate, and lose. They see time slip away, opportunities pass by, and in the end, they become prisoners of a life they didn't choose. On the other hand, the diligent plant every day. They know that every daily action, no matter how small, is building something greater. They master their impulses, organize their habits, and never give up. And over time, they see their reward, financial freedom, the fruits of a well-built life. Discipline is not an event, it's a lifestyle. Every choice, every sacrifice is a step on the bridge that takes you to wealth. Remember, the hand of the diligent will rule. Those who choose discipline govern their destiny. Those who choose laziness are governed by it. Code 5. Work with intelligence, not just strength. Solomon, in his wisdom, warned us about the difference between blind effort and intelligent effort. The lazy man will not roast his prey, but the precious good of a man is to be diligent. Imagine a hunter who spends the whole day in the forest. He catches his prey, but when he returns, out of laziness or carelessness, he doesn't prepare it. The meat spoils, and all his effort is wasted. This is the picture of many. They work hard, but don't know how to take advantage of the fruits of their own labor. They exchange time for money, but don't multiply what they earn. On the other hand, there are those who understand Solomon's true lesson. Work with intelligence. They plan their steps, optimize their effort, and make their money work for them. Working with intelligence means knowing where to place your energy, using strategies that maximize results, multiplying what you earn to create freedom, not just survival. Solomon knew that effort without wisdom is like running in circles. The diligent work less, but reap more. They don't waste their time, opportunities, or resources. True wealth comes from wisdom in using what you already have. Work with intelligence, and you will see how the right effort in the right place can transform your life. Those who master these codes prosper not only in money, but in life. They create legacies, impact generations, and leave marks on the world. Now tell me, are you ready to use Solomon's teachings and transform your financial life? Because one thing I can guarantee, those who possess wisdom will never return to live in scarcity. If you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step to decode the secrets of wealth. Like the video, share it, and comment on which teaching you will apply today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because the next videos will reveal even more powerful secrets to change your financial life. May Solomon's wisdom guide you toward prosperity. I'm Ruan, and I'll see you in the next video.